On June 20th, at Sweden's largest nuclear power plant, there was a small amount of explosives found on a forklift that was getting ready to enter the most secure area of the facility. It was discovered by bomb-sniffing dogs. There was not a detonating device in the actual explosives, but it was hidden behind a fire extinguisher. Should be a cause of concern because it's another small reminder of why it's so important to remain diligent in security of facilities that have weapons usable material in them. This is a case where authorities are saying that all is well because it was discovered before it even got close to reactor, and if it had exploded it might not have really done much damage to anything other than the equipment is hidden on. But clearly somebody was sending a message or testing security to see how far they could get with it. Their police don't really have a lot of answers at this point, but there seem to be some indications that it has to have been somebody on the inside that was placing the material there. And all of these things point to areas where countries and facilities really need to remain diligent in terms of making sure that nuclear security is in place and that it's a constant. It's not something you do one day and say you're done, but rather you keep at it all the time. I think that this discovery does serve as a small reminder because we had a quite large indicator of what could possibly happen in terms of these nuclear facilities with Fukushima last year. With a tsunami that was triggered by an earthquake that caused a meltdown in a reactor. That was unfortunately a nature-made way of demonstrating that, in fact, these facilities could be sabotaged and sent into a state where they might disperse material. We definitely should be concerned not just about incidents like this where they occur in power plants, but also about the idea of a bomb going off in a large population center. The concern is important for both because the measures that you take to prevent both are very similar, and that's why we want to encourage nations around the world to take the steps that they need to do in terms of putting in place laws and regulations and things that they need these facilities to follow and apply them to their own material that they may have if they're using any for military purposes.